Hi and welcome to another episode of Toby's Barbecue Corner. Today we're making the easiest apple cobbler ever. Now what you need for it and how to do it, I'm going to show you in this episode. And this is what we need for today. Now, we need apples, we need some salt, we need flour, we need sugar, we need brown sugar, we need butter, we need some cinnamon, a couple of eggs, a little bit of baking powder, and obviously vanilla ice cream. Alright, let's get cracking. So what you want to do first is you want to peel your apples. Make sure you get it all off, and then you're going to take off, or you're going to cut them and take off whatever is inside, you know, all the seeds and that wooden piece here. And then we're going to throw all of that into a bowl. And then what I like to do, once we've taken all the skin off, just cut them into chunks, just like that. And you take off whatever is inside and you throw it into a bowl until we mix it with the cinnamon and the sugar in a second. So I'm gonna finish this off and I'll see you in a minute. All the cutting's done, so next up we're going to use 1 cup of sugar, and about a teaspoon, maybe a little more, of cinnamon, and then we're gonna let that hang out, give that a bit of a mix first. And then we're going to let that hang out for about a good hour, you know, for everything to be nicely coated, for some moisture to get drawn out. And in the meantime, we have enough time to create the crumbling that goes on top of the apples. Whilst the apples are soaking in the sugar and the cinnamon, let's take care of the crumble. So what we want to do is we want to mix the flour as well as a 1.5 cups of white sugar. Let me put that away. And about 1 cup of brown sugar, all together. And put in a little pack of baking powder, about 2 teaspoons. And a pinch of salt. Maybe 2 pinches. Anyways, and then we're going to mix that, and I've already taken the eggs and beaten them lightly, and now we're going to put the eggs in as well, and then it should start to really crumble. There we go. And we give that a good mix. Nicely mixed. The butter is already melting on the stove. The Kamado is heating up to about 180 degrees Celsius. And we're now going to take care of the Dutch oven. First of all, what you want to do is you want to take your apples that have been marinating for about an hour and you want to pour it in, and yes, make sure that you get all those lovely juices in as well. So do take your time to scrape out the bottom of your pan or your bowl, whatever you're using, because obviously that adds a ton of flavor to this dish. So just like that. There we go. And then make sure you nicely spread that about. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our cobbler mix and just spread it all over. Now obviously it is sticky because of the egg, you know, and obviously the sugar has combined rather nicely, but just make sure you spread it all about a little bit. Let me tell you guys, it already smells great. And now this is obviously going to mix as well with the juices that are already inside. And then it's gonna go on the Kamado. And last but not least, you melt about 100 to 150 grams of butter and you pour that all over. And that will make for a lovely cobbler. And on it goes for about an hour or 50 minutes to an hour at 180 degrees. What can I say, guys? The Kamado worked like clockwork, exactly 50 minutes at 180 degrees, no lid on. The apple cobbler is ready. You can tell by the browning that it got all the way on around, and obviously when you touch it and you can see the juices coming through as well as how soft it is underneath, the apples are definitely done. Now, as this is boiling hot, do give it a little bit of time to cool down and then break out the vanilla ice cream, and then I'll show you the final plate. And there you go, guys, our easiest apple cobbler ever with some lovely bourbon vanilla ice cream, and we're gonna dig in now. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video about the easiest apple cobbler ever made in the Dutch oven with some lovely bourbon vanilla ice cream. Now, as you can tell, it was super easy to make. You know, it didn't take long. I think the longest that it actually took was cutting up the apples and then maybe waiting those 50 minutes until the apple cobbler was done. But other than that, there's hardly any work to it. So super simple, super easy to do. Desserts on your barbecue, but also obviously you can do it in the oven, same temperature, 180 degrees, 45, 50 minutes, 55 maybe, and you're done. So yeah, give it a try. Now, if you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate a comment and a thumbs up. Please head over to that subscribe button for more great videos to come, and I hope to see you soon again at Toby's Barbecue Corner.